Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Heed Army Podcast Live. Today we've got a good show for you. It always is a good show. Of course, the lads did well at Wealdstone. It could have been a bit better. We'll get into that. Butterfield is back. He played in the National League Cup. There's a positive. We've got Halifax on Saturday. That's a positive. It hasn't been for the last 20 odd years or 30 years, but hopefully we'll break that camel's back tomorrow and get that win against Halifax, of course. And also there is some news on the third shirt as well, and the prediction league, and anything more that you want to send in to us and talk about, we will gladly do so. But before we go any further, big thank you to our sponsors and partners at Northern Print Solutions and at Hope and Glory. Without them, we wouldn't do what we do. But now just brings me to bring in the boys, and there they are. Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Positivity.
We've got, look at that. We've got positive. We've got Steely back as well. He's got his foot inside his shoe for the first time in a couple of weeks. It's all going well.
What more do you want? But also, I've got a research team on here, researching the mice of all things on here, and one's a Halifax supporter.
Oh,
get him pushed in the sea.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, every told them there's a tradition to do a skinny dip first thing in the morning, and you can all have a laugh at their expense
and just leave them locked outside. Anyway,
yeah.
How are you, boys?
I'm all right. Just before we go further forward, just got a sad announcement. Someone that'll be familiar to quite a few Gateshead fans sadly passed away last week. I was absolutely really taken aback today when I seen the news that his wife posted online. He used to come during the Unibond and National League North and early days and back in the National League, or the conferences it was then, and he kind of drifted away. Had a family like you do and things like that. But I was absolutely gutted today to find out that Andrew Cruz sadly passed away. And I send out love and condolences to his family and friends. His brother Liam used to come to the games with him, a lot of friends as well. There was a big circle of them that came, and you won't have met a nicer lad. And I just, he's got a young family, and just I send love and hugs to him in heaven, because he was a lovely, funny lad, and I'm absolutely devastated that, as I say, that he's passed away. But as I say, love to Andrew Cruz.
Yeah, I can only reiterate that. My heartfelt condolences to all his family, his friends.
Yeah.
I remember seeing them at the away games with Goody and things like that on the buses. Yeah, good days, really good days, and sad to see.
It
really sad.
So we just send him a love to the Cruz family and all his friends. But yeah, I just want to get that out of the way first, because that's been hanging on us ever since I heard it.
Steve today, and that one may as well say, well, get well soon, Liv, and I'll just had an operation today.
Yeah, Liv's just had a big operation. I think she had hoped to get home today, but she's still in. She was messaging us before the show. So get well soon, Liv. Look, let's hope that's one of the final hurdles that you have to get over. And we can have everyone that we love dearly with us at the games.
I think she's transferred a season ticket for the hospital,
Possibly.
It's either that or Darren Beware. She's looking for a brain surgeon.
Yeah.
To get and like once a younger model. And Josh, if you're listening, don't be laughing at that, because apparently she's asking any of the young nurses if they're single, so she's gonna have you married off and all soon. So beware.
Well, we've got lots of messages coming in. We've got Sean Parry has put good evening, everybody. Trina has put good evening.
Good evening.
We've got.
She's just behind you, Mickey. You can't say good evening, do you?
She's not today. She's at her own house today.
Oh, she's away.
The last few shows have been missing something. Not just Steely, but we're missing Steve Farnfield. Hello, boys.
Oh.
What's the crack? 2 weeks on holiday and waiting to hear what you have to say. Time to catch up. What's new? And then Darcy has messaged as well. Thank you, Darcy, as ever. And then he's put, is it true Mark Hind died last week?
Yeah, sadly.
Very old. Best midfielder he'd ever had, RIP Mark. Yeah, we talked about that last week. And he was 61. I just posted his birthday a few months ago. So yeah, it's very sad. It's news that we don't really want to be talking about, but sadly, this is what happens in life. You know, it happens. Evening from Mason. We've got back in the day with the midfield with Hind, Rowe, and Crammon. Proudy was probably one of the best we've ever had. No prisoners were taken.
Not where Mark Hain and Brian Rowe were. That's for sure.
No.
Definitely not.
Evening all, are we excited for the match of the season? Of course, that is tomorrow. The match of the season. Yeah. It's the one everyone looks for on the fixtures when they come out to try and avoid that 0-0 ball draw. Mickey, it's even worse. One of my mates is from Blythe, and he tends to go to watch Spartans. Oh, that's not a friend.
Is he one of your ex-mates, Mason?
Yeah, well, David Tron has messaged there.
Good evening, everybody.
Yeah, keep them coming in. We know there's more to come, and we're going to be talking about everything here. Right, let's have a
little... Steve went on holiday.
He went
nice.
I would imagine
he went to Scarborough, I think.
No, I think it would have been Monaco. You know what he's like. He's
Monaco. He's got the high poly in Monaco. I can imagine Steve and Sandra.
You can just imagine his underpants on the balcony outside the Monte Carlo casino.
Skid marks in Monaco.
Well, I tell you what, see Damon Hill trying to park his car on his strides.
That's a good old anyway,
Damon Hill's helmet.
Yeah, I hope that.
Well, yeah, well, no one wants that. Right, let's get into the game of the weekend. Of course, yeah, I'll get us all set up, ready to go and talk about it. Look, a lot of positives in this game, and we're going to go through it here. Look, we were resolute all the way through. We were in it. We were battling. We looked like a side that was, mid-table. We didn't look like we had been. Well, no, I don't mean that in a daft way. I mean, we looked like a team that wasn't just the Whitman boys. We went into this game and give it our all. That was an awful back pass to him. Didn't give him much chance for him to clear it when the bloke come in there. I mean, we can talk about that. The cows come home. That's basic to me. A keeper should be putting that into the stands if he can, but to put it straight down the barrel of a striker coming onto him, it is what it is. But the ball back, you can see why did he take the second touch, but he's in the moment. We're not. This is hindsight. We can all say that.
It doesn't do your confidence any good, does it? Leak the goal so early on.
But I mean, I see in commentary lots of times, it'll be a great time to score before half time, and Gator did that this time. They got the goal they needed just before, and I say that man there, lovely touch in. I say Curtis Edwards, nice little touch in, but that was a striker's finish. That from Kane Adom. As I say,
really good finish.
There you go. The touch just gets him the space. Keep a hand. Obviously, we come into the second half, and we carry on the way we finished the first half. But this is a great bit of distribution to send it away.
What's the defender and the keeper doing? I do not know.
Yeah, well, the bounce takes the defender. I think the bounce takes the defender out of it, and the goalkeeper mistimes his run. So it's
if we can blame our keeper for our first goal.
Not just bounce. The bounce spin on the bounce takes the goalkeeper. I think the keeper
keeper went backwards instead of forwards. If he kept going forward, he would have got the ball.
He wasn't committed. He should have just kept going. Yeah, he should have just kept going.
If you watch that again, I think the keeper shouted for it because you see the defender slow down.
Yeah. But speaking of keepers.
Yeah. Speaking of keepers,
from the sublime to the ridiculous in a minute.
Yeah. Look, we had a conversation about this before we came on air, and we said, are we going to talk about it? Because in real time, I noticed something in the body language of our goalkeeper. Fantastic save, by the way, but he's looking at the crowd and then has to get himself back into position. Play to the bloody whistle. That's what I've got to say. There was other angles that came online. One taken from directly behind the goal, where you can see George eyeballing the crowd as he is there, and then he
just suggested, doesn't it? Yeah.
And then there was another non-league account that gets lots of views, put up the same
similar things, isn't it?
similar thing, and you can see he's goading the crowd or trying to say, stop that there, you didn't score, and ultimately had egg on his face afterwards because he wasn't in position. Yes, he only had a foot or two to get back into position, but if to me, he should be stopping that if he's in position across from a tight angle. But a point on the day is, I was buzzing with it. 3 points would have been even better, but the performance, Curtis Edwards looked good. Kane Adams scoring goals. There's players to come back, and talking to that, we got Butterfield back on Tuesday. But lads, the point and the performance was two major pluses.
Before kick-off, lads, all three of us would have said we'd be happy with the point.
All three of us did say we'd take a point. Let's be honest, Steely.
We did, especially after the previous performance where it was completely flat. So, the positives, I suppose, were that we should have had some fight and actually showed, and we weren't lucky with the second goal, but, Mickey, what was the general takedown of the Legion with you boys?
Everyone was quite pleased about it. I mean, we had chances where it broke away and created chances, and the shots were a bit wayward, but you give you hope, especially after what I witnessed against Wogan?
Wogan, yeah.
Wogan was absolutely dreadful.
Well, that's like your bottom of your bottom, wasn't it? That's couldn't get any worse, let's be honest. So
we keep saying that, but we keep finding a way to do it at times.
But they had chances. Wealdstone had chances as well, to be fair to them. They had chances.
They've hit the bar after they've equalised.
But we before that we had chances as well. That to me, go maybe 3 or 4 up in the early stages of the second half. We had our chances. We were getting into positions. We need to be more clinical. But we're getting in them positions to score goals, which is better. And we still got to remember there is Telford to come back, and I'm sure he'll be a fox in the box and give competition for Kane Adam and for Big Frank. We've got a little bit of news here. We've got a new rotation of the girls under 16s. Look really good. They won 12-2 against Chester Street. Hopefully the women's first team starts again next season with some of them. Well, that's promising news. It is really.
That is really good.
We got here. If you wish to donate to the food bank but can't get to the council benefits and support, take donations and donate it next Christmas. I'm in November. Yeah, definitely. I'm sure there will be the food bank collection at the games as well. Really we've got Thomas Boyler's just joining the party. He's put in there. And we've got Steely, he's a pest. I think that must be about the Blythe friend fan. Alan Guest has joined us. And Steve, did you go to Whitby? Did you go to Aldershot to see Widgerton? Scarborough and a cruise round Whitby. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I like Whitby. I like Scarborough. They're both nice.
I love Whitby. I must admit,
after a steam train ride, there you go. So that's what you want to do.
I know if you're Kimberley's Railway, I've been on that. It's nice there.
But lads, I mean, the goalkeepers are always going to be foul of being, the ones to blame for certain goals in and around the mouth, and it is where it is. But we talk about the performance on a whole. I thought that Curtis Edwards was looking good as well. He was busy. You could see
he was my man of the match on the day, actually.
He was shouting, he was talking, he was organising. You had Kenton at the back doing the same. It felt like a unified team that were all doing it for the same reason. It wasn't individuals out there or anyone hiding. They went out there and did what they had to do. And, I just hope we can build on it. I know we've got it is going to be tough regardless on Saturday, but we need to build.
Yeah, absolutely. Did we just mention the keepers there? I'd like to, we've got two good keepers who on the day can be very good. They can also have, but they're both this season have both had spells of being, off moments. But I'd just like to maybe see one of them just in goal for like a run of games. Just sort of seems to be a lot of chopping and changing with the keeper at the moment. Now that might be down to injury and other circumstances which I'm not appreciating. But I just like to see one of the keepers just to have a run of it.
I must admit I'm old fashioned that way. I like to see a goalkeeper, but it's hard when you've got two goalkeepers that are probably, could be number one in most of the leagues, most of the teams in the league. But I think with the way games have went, they've tried to freshen it up, maybe tried to give the lads a little G up at the back or whatever, and maybe I'm not being funny. If your head's dropped and you've just got beat 5-0, and then the manager's going to say, "Look, son, you've had a mare. You're gonna have."
So from that point of view, who would you start out of the two of them? I mean, you're splitting hairs, aren't you?
Can we put the two of them together and just say Shrooks?
Shrooks, Brookley. To me, I would go with Brooks. That's only for the with his feet in and around the box.
Yeah.
That would be my. As I see, you splitting hairs with him. You see, because Shelby, good shot stopper. I think Brooks is as well. I think Shelby's got a great command in the area. Aerial. It's just, you are splitting hairs and you're trying to find. Sadly, you're looking for fault to find which one to drop, and the both are very good goalkeepers.
They're all two good goalkeepers, but unfortunately, they keep dropping bloody clangers, whether we like it or not.
I know. Because it would be nice to have a game or two.
I'll go with Shelby all day. I like Brooks, but he's good on the deck. He's much better on the deck than Shelby.
Shelby's he's very good at crosses. Shelby, he's very reassured.
So what you lose, I just think Shelby's a better keeper than Brooks. And I don't mean that in a disparaging way.
It's like the org. It's what it is. Everyone else in the world has Ronaldo or Messi. We've got Brooks or Shelby as the main contentious talking point.
Well, if you put them two in there, I'd put either one of them in goal.
I'll tell you what, lads. Can we have I know it's a team effort, so it's not just keep our defense, the midfield. But can we have a clean sheet? Can we stop conceding goals?
It's guaranteed one tomorrow for both teams.
Oh, God, it is. It's Halifax. Oh, good God, it is as well.
It'll be interesting to see if anyone plays the Super Joker on 0-0 tomorrow.
I tell you what, neither team will keep a clean sheet tomorrow. Yeah. Even if it were boxing gloves or bed, they couldn't keep a clean sheet.
Emily's put, good to see you back, Steely. How's the puffing injury?
It's all right. Yeah, it's good. I've got my foot up here. Yeah, I'm nearly there. I've nearly got this boot off. I've got this big boot thing. I mean, anyway, it's nearly off, so I'm happy.
Oh, there we go. It looks like someone said something in the crowd to get that reaction from the keeper. Quite possibly. Obviously, it wasn't there. I'm just going off reaction. But then when the other videos seem to suggest that he was turned. But even still, there's people shouting stuff from the crowd all the time. Unless it was absolutely horrifically barbaric what was shouting.
Whose alarm's going off?
It's the washing machine. We're just trying to catch up on the school uniforms ready for next week. I
was wondering. I was thinking, have I got the washing machine?
Yeah. I mean, as Vanessa said, that could be the case. I'm not, lambasting.
No, that's right.
We only can go what it looks like and what we can see there, and. Yeah, I'm leaning towards the other way, but I still don't think he's a bad keeper by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
Johnny Gray, under 19 lads, unbeaten as well. They beat Alty 3-2 through the week, top of the league. Get in there. Let's hope there's some more.
I keep meaning to look for their fixtures, and pop tune. I keep forgetting about it.
Where do we get the under 19 lads fixtures? Where do we get them from?
They normally put them up on the morning, to be fair, Steely, but I keep forgetting to look, and by the time I look, they've played.
Liv Walden, as we say, we sent Goodwill for us.
Yeah, she is.
On the ward, listening to the podcast, can't get better than that. But it can get better.
I want to know, Liv, how many doctors are you lining up?
Yeah, that's
before you make the selection.
Yeah, that's where it is. You can see that Darren's going to have competition on his hands. We've got Jameson to be our number one. Forget we've got another great goalkeeper there. Obviously at Darlington. Get well soon, Liv. Hope you're out of hospital soon. Liv,
absolutely.
Speed recovery. great that you can listen in. It's lovely that we've got her there. And I thought the same as Vanessa. And Steely, it's time to get that interview with David Attenborough, Puffin edition.
Puffin edition.
Could you imagine
that?
Steely would be gobsmacked. I know for a fact, David Attenborough, he would be a proper fanboy if David Attenborough was stood in front of him.
I've never been a fanboy with anyone. I'm just, because people just do their jobs, don't they? It's like you boys with, like, you know, with the players and Simon Pride and all that. You just talk away to them, don't you? Maybe someone with Attenborough.
The thing is, though, right? Like, as I say, could you imagine if Steely's seen off David Attenborough with a puffin hole on the island? There's like, we've lost David Attenborough down the giant puffin hole on the Isle of May.
No, to be honest, Gareth, David Attenborough would have the sense to be looking for them.
He would, yeah.
You know what it is? You might not be too surprised to hear this, but I was too busy talking and actually.
Oh, well, there's a shot.
I don't know. Well, it's, lots of. I thought there was another message about David Attenborough there. I was like, "Whoa, we're going down an Attenborough rabbit hole there," but it was a puffin hole. It was a puffin hole. Right. Just go a little bit further forward. I haven't seen it on social media, but I was informed today that you might be able to pick up one of these shirts tomorrow from Gates International Stadium.
They have a small number in stock tomorrow.
A small number in stock tomorrow. So you'll have to get there early and quick if you want to get your shirt and look as beautiful there as Mr.
Can you buy them online?
I don't think so. I think they're only available. Not yet. But as I say,
Tyrell Newton. God, when's he due back?
Well, that's another player that will shore up the midfield, you would hope. Talking about shoring up the midfield, Mr. Butterfield.
Ricky just shaking his head there.
Yeah, Mr.
Butterfield. Tyrell's had more comebacks than Sonata.
Yeah. His boots are made for running. But Butterfield back on the pitch, great to see. Of course, as I say, we weren't at that game. I wasn't able to
do the... How did he play, lads? How did he play?
I only seen bits of the game in between where I was doing, and it looked like a very good Middlesbrough side against a side of Gated players that were thrown in. I'm not in a bad way, but you know what I was said to Mickey. I think I said it in our group chat, lads. That unfortunately, at the minute, the only positive that could come from that game would be that Butterfield was on the pitch getting minutes in his legs. And unfortunately, that competition this year with the size of our squad is a hindrance, but we have to use it accordingly, and we did on Tuesday night.
Correct.
And but Middlesbrough is one of the top academies in the country. They do.
They're number 4, number 9, and was it the 6, the 7, the 4, and the 9? I was sitting there watching that game on the television on the YouTube. And I thought I would love either of them 4.
Really? That good?
On loan, yeah. I mean, the number 4 looked excellent.
Yeah. Well, they're top of the league, aren't they? And yeah, they're doing well. Obviously got good setup, good coaches behind the scenes.
For the last 20 years, that academy has consistently produced.
You know who set it up?
Who?
Dave Barnaby.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Dave Barnaby's the brains behind the whole of that.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, he wants credit. God, David Barnaby. When was he our manager, Mickey? Late 80s, early 90s?
80s and 90s, early 90s. And Pons, I mean, he's retired now, Pons, but Pons is the man. Brought all them players. So all them players that come through, you clatter move and all that, they all come through there.
Trina's asking an important question for the ladies. Did the players come with the top? Did the players come with it? Maybe Chris Packham.
I could be a bit of a player, like I say, my football shirts have all got wops in the front.
Alan, I've worked with Chris twice. I've worked with Chris twice before, so I've been there. There you can, you see. Anyway, get away from me.
No, weren't you supposed to be with Robson Green this year?
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen, yeah.
Good. Anyway.
Highlight of the National League Cup was Big Frank's Beko foil boots.
I've never seen them. I had to come back and have a look.
Did you see?
Mr. Tones, thank you very much.
Did you see Forest Green? Because the rules of the tournament say like you've got to like start 5 players who started on the Saturday. And Forest Green, after 1 minute, took 4 of their play. So by the rules, he started them, but within 1 minute, had taken 4 of them off.
Well, that's the thing. When you've got 5 subs, you can do that, can't you?
Yeah.
So
I don't. You know this, but I don't blame him.
I don't.
Me neither.
You know, how long will Buttercup last? Sandra wants to know. Hopefully he does. So I'm guessing he's on with Butterfield. But
hopefully longer than
Buttercup.
Yeah. No doubt Armstrong's connections with Middlesbrough. He might have a look back at the Borough players and take them on loan. You never know.
Yes,
It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah. Oh,
what was the pitch looking like, lads? By the way,
Mickey. Number 4 was Braden Johnson, who was on loan with us last season.
Yeah, well, he had an absolutely cracking game. I was trying to find out who it was, and I'm telling you now, Braden Johnson's filled out a lot since we had him now.
Well, really? Jack Stott was the same last season. He looked fantastic in that game last year. So it's
what was the pitch looking like, lads? Was it looking all right?
Oh, it looks really smart.
Does it? I am so pleased. Like, I was worried about the pitches, especially with the other, obviously 2 teams playing on it now. So no, it's good.
Yeah. Well, as I say, I did some graphics today. I've got nice.
Hey, Davey, 25 to 500.
Yeah, I know.
When will that be? 25 weeks time.
Depends if we have any busy weeks. We have to do double shows. Obviously, we've got all the things there. The introduction, the 3rd strip available to buy tomorrow. Small numbers, of course, if you're just joining us. So get down.
Can you do me a favour? 2 seconds. Gareth, can you send me that picture over on WhatsApp, please, with the 3rd strip?
Yeah.
Can you ask Trina which one she's getting?
Well, Trina's not fussy. She'll have them all.
Oh, she'll have them all. Obviously, thank you to our partners at Hope and Glory, and of course our sponsors at Northern Prince Solutions. It would be a miss not to mention them halfway through the show. Boys, we did reach out to get a couple of guests this week. We did try to get Rick from Hope and Glory. Unfortunately, we didn't get a reply, but it was a late email. We reached out to Halifax fan, Luke Walsh, but he's in his first week at uni, and I think he's out tonight, reading between the lines of what I got back to him. So he's probably enjoying himself in Manchester.
Well, he was going out after his podcast last night for an indie night, so it's fresh as week.
Fresh as week.
I'm trying to be delicate here.
I tell you what, that's the end of his. That's the end of his podcast now, isn't it? We'll see him again.
Trina's
will be on full alert.
The pitch was like a carpet, and that was the only highlight. Excellent. Actually, are we out of the Mickey Mouse Cup? I think there's another two or three games to go, isn't there? There's Leeds, Middlesbrough, Leeds and Sunderland next, isn't there?
I'm not sure.
We'll play Middlesbrough, Newcastle, so I presume it's the northern teams, isn't it?
Someone's been on the ball here. They put 500 show sometime in March. Special show? I think so. We'll see what we can do. I mean, we may be to push it back a little bit if we're, top of the league and pushing for promotion.
Well, now the perfect venue for it, lads.
Yeah,
so we'll get a no problem.
So let's have a little look here. We've got another message in here. Evening all, a bit late, but got here eventually. Well, what you've missed is we talked about
not a great deal, really.
We've talked about why Steely isn't really a David Attenborough fan, but he said he'd still shake his hand. Also, as well, the third strip is going to be available in small numbers tomorrow. So get yourself down to the stadium early if you would like to be decked out in Hope and Glory's finest in that third strip. Yes, it is a very, very nice strip. And we're about to get into previewing tomorrow. Of course, Halifax at home. It is a fixture that brings
we all look forward to.
Yeah, hairs on the nuts with the excitement.
We can't keep this. We can't keep going though. We can't just keep not beating them.
I know.
What was it? Was it 1999? Did someone say?
No,
Yeah,
No,
2000, we're beating them in the cup.
Yeah, in the cup. We haven't beat them since 1993 in the league, I believe. So
we're talking about bogey teams. That's a serious bogey team.
32 years we haven't beat them in the league, I believe. Right, so
that's an amazing record. 32 years, and I tell you what, it's not like we've been in different divisions. You know, we've been in the same division for quite a while.
Yeah, the boys have been training at Hebburn today. So there's some pictures there that were up on social media, and there's Big Frank. Look at him. They must wonder if they'll be able to file boots. I'm not sure, but as I say, he might have got the boots off Kieran Trippier. You never know.
I don't think he's going to fit in Kieran Trippier's boot. I mean, he fit in his clears.
Fit in his shorts. Yeah.
I bet Kieran Trippier doesn't fit in them anymore. I think they were actually Kieran Trippier's pajamas, you know. But Frank just wore them in shorts.
What's the size difference between them two blokes? I mean, honestly, there must be like a foot difference.
Yeah.
You know,
I think there's about 2 foot difference.
Steve, depends how you're looking.
Steve Fons, I suggest a good venue for the 500th show would be on the Esk Bell, the cruise around Whitby. I think it would. I don't know what the Wi-Fi signal would be like.
A booze cruise, brilliant.
Yeah, Halifax is stripping at the minute.
Sorry.
What do Halifax see in Will Harris? Don't say that because you know what will happen.
Wait until after the game. We're not having get involved in that one.
But quite a few people predicted this in the summer. They predicted Halifax and Gates at this sort of struggle, compared to what we've been doing in recent years. So this is nothing new.
Yeah, Frank Newbley running like a steam train at the under-21s was class. He didn't seem he cared who he was, just ran it. He just ran.
Imagine being a defender, like 18-year-old, and seeing Frank coming towards you.
Well, honest, when you're a defender and he's chasing after, it must be like a herd of fucking. Sorry, it must be like
wildebeest.
Horses, a stampede. It must be like the thunder and a hooves behind you.
You feel like the tremors in the ground.
That's why even if he has an awful game, he's still man of the match for me because I cannot run.
I'm not messing with him.
He's a big lad. We've got here. Will you be in the new media booth opposite the Tyne Weir stand? I don't know. I've been told
opposite the stand.
Didn't even know there was one. As I say, I got a WhatsApp message about something different with the broadcast or something this week. I get told nothing.
There was a new media centre. It's probably just a bit of scaffolding.
I don't.
I hope it's on the roof.
But if it's opposite, Mickey, there's no roof on the other side, so Davey's just going to get wet.
I
stand now. Hope it is.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know anything. As I say,
I know nothing.
I know nothing. But literally, the DAZN, I hear nothing from them. They just want a sound check, and that's it. There's no feedback on how you did. No numbers.
I can't believe that though. But you do this for like their national broadcast, and they just don't have any interaction with you, like even just chat to you, whatever. It's weird.
It's frustrating because even though don't do it for anything, but like when you're doing sound checks and stuff, it's not the camera guy's fault, but they're being pedantic and they're like, well, what's his equipment? Can he do this with his equipment? I'm like, well, it's my equipment. If you want it any better, send something then. You know what I mean? It's just, it's a pain in the backside. It really is.
So you don't even send your kit up, Davey. You don't even send replacement kits or
nothing. I don't even get a free viewing thing to watch the other commentaries. You think you would do that for the commentators, wouldn't you, or something? For a company as big as it is, they do very little with the people who actually do it for them. So it's what
people
it is.
Forget. I mean, we do mention it every now and then, but you do this for absolutely nothing.
It costs us.
It costs you.
It costs us every week.
Because you have to use your own internet. Is that right?
I use my own internet to broadcast it out when it goes on the internet, but the the thing is that my microphones and stuff I've had for 4 or 5 years, they get a battering and they fall to bits. I've lost one microphone, one of the lip ones, because they're £600 to replace. I can't afford to do that.
Wow.
If I want to buy one new, mine are second hand. That I wouldn't profess to say that's how much I've paid, but there's still a couple of £100. And you want to put the best product out there so it sounds like it's on BBC or TalkSport. That's the sound quality we want to go for. But it's frustrating. Don't do it for anything, but at least a little bit of feedback would be nice. We've got there's a gantry being put up on the opposite side. I assume it's to do with Newcastle ladies. I would imagine it will be. And is that not for Newcastle ladies? Yeah, I don't think we'll be allowed in there. And I don't really want to be traipsing up across the other side of the pitch and up more stairs with my legs. I can't really do it. So if the National League Cup was on YouTube, why not pick a certain match to be shown of leagues on YouTube instead of the zone thoughts? Because that's where they make the National League Cup is paid for by the money from the Premier League to play them teams in there. And they'll not put the Tuesday night games on for free because of a league game, because the clubs would be angry. Why would they put on a game that's for free and people aren't going to turn up, or not going to travel? So yeah, it's not great. I heard they're trying to rebrand the Barn, the Town and Weir stand for the tune and their players' photos, strips, etc. I'd imagine so. There was a lot of rebranding that they used on a match day. I noticed in the highlights for the National League Cup game, it was all the Newcastle ladies adverts were still around the pitch.
Really?
Yes,
Ooh.
but so were ours for their game. So you can't kick off for that.
No, it's right.
But obviously, I think now we are the from going from the team that played there to the second tenant. And one thing that will go before we went prediction leagues, very interesting about the crowd. A heavy Newcastle crowd, Tyneside crowd. I'm not going to get to the stadium to watch a team all the way back in the stand, but they'll go and watch the ladies at 2,500. They'll be there. So the excuse from Tyneside, the excuse from floating fans for that reason of you can't watch football at Gateshead International Stadium, where it looks like it'll be a Premier League ladies team next year there, you would think. So that argument for me doesn't stand up anymore. Doesn't stand up at all. I
was annoyed with that as well.
Yeah.
It depends on the price.
It does.
For me, it's the price.
It does.
It's probably with a tenner at the most to watch Newcastle women.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, on the flip side as well, when they play at St James's Park, it's £1 a ticket. It's been in the past. It's a couple of quid to go to St James's Park, watch the ladies' team. So yes, it's fantastic. They're getting a massive crowd, but it's not a crowd that could sustain and keep doing it for £1 every week. You know what I mean? So or £3-4, whatever it was. But yeah, no, that argument of the stadium not being
conducive to football.
Yeah. That argument doesn't stand up anymore. We've got it's £9.50 to see Newcastle ladies at home.
Tronny.
The home changing room has had a good makeover. Oh, that's good. The stadium does need updating. Why can't there be some kind of sponsorship deal to the games on YouTube? I don't know. I would imagine because there is already in place for the National League Cup. It's a National League Cup that's putting that on, and it isn't DAZN that puts them games on. By the way, it's a different company altogether. So that's the difference. It isn't DAZN putting them games on there. It's the National League putting them games on there. It's a different cameraman. It's a different company. So it's a company from last year. There's a new company doing the DAZN ones this year. They're like a contractor. So that will clear that up. They removed Mike Williamson's quote from the wall changing room. Apparently, if it is, that's a horrible decision. Well, the thing is, though, we're not the only tenant there now. Yes, it's awful that it's gone. But
I hope they transferred it to Rangers then.
Yeah, Yeah, well,
it's not going to be up there for very long, Mickey. So no point in doing that.
Yeah. I was there against Sheffield United. It was a good atmosphere, and the band before the game, Free Face Paint, I felt very much like a family atmosphere.
Okay.
But we have the funds to be able to do that as well. This is the counter argument. We're not angry that they're there, but the only thing I would say is
nothing we can do about it anyway.
Nothing we can do about it. Unless the club finds a sponsor that'll make all of the advertisements and branding to put on like the crash barriers like they did there and stuff, but it's money, it's all money, and if they're getting 2,500 there, that'll probably at £10 a ticket, you haven't got to do the maths, it's half the price of Gateshead, and they're only getting double the price of what Gateshead's getting at the minute, or well, a little bit more actually, because obviously the home crowds haven't been great. They are not actually churning over a massive profit, because the stewarding costs alone would cost a hell of a lot. They'll just be breaking even on what they're doing there.
Yeah, good point, Davey. But also, if it's improving the facilities, look, if the pitch has been improved, the changing rooms have been improved, we'll take it.
It is being improved as well.
Yeah, well, we're not saying it's been a bad thing that they're there.
No.
Far from it, but it's just the crowd thing is the thing where we can turn around and go, not anymore.
Yeah.
Right, let's get into the prediction league, boys.
Everyone is predicting 0-0. Oh no, Mickey, you reckoned it was. Oh, here's a league table.
There we are. So Joshua Walden is top of the league. Mickey and Trina are joint second. Vanessa is close behind in fourth. St. Geordie, last year's champion, is bringing it up in joint fourth as well. I'm in joint sixth with Christopher Story. Johnny Gray's in sixth as well. Hedonistic, sorry. And then where's Davy Steele?
Oh, shut up, man. I'm down in 24th position. Hey, I got a point for Wealdstone. I doubled my points.
Right. Well, we're going to go here. Remember, I don't know, boys, do you want to do a show on Monday night before the Hartlepool game? Do you want to build up for that one? Or we'll see how the result goes on? Because otherwise, we're going to have to take two predictions. Yeah.
Do you want to see how the result goes tomorrow? I don't know. Yeah. I'm happy to do it if you want.
Yeah. Do you want Mickey? Do you want to do a show on Monday?
I don't know what I'm doing yet, but
keep it flexible. Should we just get the two results in?
Yeah, we'll put the two results in. Okay, everybody, for the Hartlepool and for the Halifax. So Halifax and Hartlepool, put them two in, and we'll start with. I'll tell you what, Steely, you can go first with your predictions.
You know what it is? I'm actually going. I'm positive. I'm going positive against Halifax for a long last. I'm going for a 2-0 win against Halifax.
Ooh.
And I'm going. Unfortunately, I'm going for a 2-1 defeat against Hartlepool. A 1-2.
Ooh.
So 3 points in the next two games.
I'll go next. I'm going to go 3-1 against Halifax.
Wow.
I'm going to go a hard-fought 2-1 win against Hartlepool as well.
God, I take 6 points.
Jesus Christ, what you been in?
I thought I was being optimistic.
Not strawberry saurine bars. They're lovely.
Where'd you get that from?
It's got them from Morrison's.
Oh, they're full of sugar. Oh, saurine.
Saurine. You can get the bar ones of it. Not
I've had the banana ones, David.
The strawberry and apple ones now. There you go.
Oh, very nice.
No thanks.
Digress.
For me, that's
Mickey, what's yours?
I'm actually going to go 2-1 on Saturday and 2s each on Monday, Tuesday.
4 points. God, yeah. So we'd take any of them. 3, 4, and 6 points.
Look, if you want to keep the wolf away from the door, these next two home games, you've got to try and get 4 points.
Absolutely, Mickey. Fully agree.
At the very least, so win one, lose one.
Yep, absolutely, mate.
Well, we've got David Tron. He's went 2-2 using my first joker.
Oh, David.
It's also
Tronny.
Halifax, and he's going for a 4-2 win against Hartlepool.
Wow.
Alan Guest is going 3-2 against Halifax. Hoo-hoo. Oh, and
I was thinking that myself.
2-1 and the joker against Hartlepool. There's positivity in the air, boys. Can you smell it?
We've not scored 3 goals against Halifax in the last 6 games combined.
Yeah, we've got here. Am I still able to join on my toilet? No, you can join. You can use.
I ain't joining.
You've
Just
got.
how you resulting, bud?
You've got 3
I've only
jokers.
got 2 points.
You've got 3 jokers. Hang on, you've got 3 jokers to use throughout the season. Heed Army Ultra. And if you use one of your jokers and get your prediction right, you'll get treble the points. But you have 1 super joker, and that will give you 10 times the points. So use that one wisely. We've got Heed Army Adam is going 1-0 to the Heed. Use my first joker. I'm guessing that one is for. He's got them here. 1-0 against Halifax using the joker, and 3-1 against Hartlepool. I'll be very happy if that comes in.
Wow.
Steve. Oh, he's going 1-1 and a joker.
Whoa.
Oh, there we go. And Heed 1, Hartlepool 2. Ooh. We've got Heed Army Ultras going 2-1 win against Halifax and 3-0 win against Hartlepool as well. I hope we can keep this positivity on next week's show. 2-1 win on Saturday. 3-2 win on Tuesday.
8 points.
I'm gonna install some rafters so I can swing from them. We've got 2-1 win against Halifax and a 3-1 loss against Hartlepool. Colin Scott, he's going 2-1 win against Halifax and a 2-2 against Hartlepool. And we've got Vanessa 1-1 draw against Halifax and 2-1 win against Hartlepool. I'd take that, I tell you. We've got a 2-1 loss playing Super Joker for Halifax. Oh, Darcy. What's happening? Darcy. And 2-0 win on Tuesday. Trina, who's flying high, she's going 2-0 against Halifax, and Hartlepool win 2-1. And John Dick is going, agree with Steely, 2-0 win against Halifax, and Hartlepool to win 3-0, unfortunately.
Yeah, Johnny.
The man who puts all the scores on the board, Mr. Johnny Gray, is going 2-2 Halifax, 3-2 against Pools. Tomorrow 2-1 and 1-1 on Tuesday, says Mason. We've got 1 second. Patrick Story's nipping in a cheeky break at work. Thank you very much. By the way, that's Sandra's predictions. Okay, right, we'll get that right. We've got Halifax to win 2-1 and a 2-2 draw on Tuesday. Louise Dick, she's pulling that joker out as well. 2-2 and a 2-1 loss on Tuesday. Very varied predictions here. What if I get my super joker right? It's 30 points. Yes, it is. Yes,
you do.
There you go. Still time to get your predictions in, everybody. It looks like we might do a show on Monday. So we'll be able to get into the Hartlepool game. Hopefully, we've got a win tomorrow to talk about and carry the momentum into it. It would be really nice, wouldn't it?
Lads, I would like to slight bounce on the crowd as well. It'd be quite nice to get just a bit more. The last 3 have been 600s. It would just be nice to see a few more tomorrow. And I know this is why we do the podcast and try and get the club out there.
Yeah, and get some people down.
Nice to get a good 4-figure crowd there. And build on that. But yeah, it's look, we know where we are. We know what's happening. So hopefully. The results.
Is that a back scratcher you've got in your hand?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? I thought he was for his beard at first, but then
how the other half live. He's got.
It's my telescopic back scratching tool.
Yes.
Wow, great! You'll have a shoehorn next.
Yeah.
I used to have one, and I lost it though.
I had one I got in Blackpool, and it had a bear, a donkey, and like a hand on the top, and it's called a bear ass scratcher.
Oh,
it's great. The only thing is,
it had a woman with some clothes on when you tipped it upside down.
That players come off. That'd be me.
That was me.
Blackpool.
That was me pen. But no, it was too.
You can get mugs as well, can't you?
Yeah, it was too sharp. You scratch yourself to cut yourself with it. You should ask the club to do one of these streams live at the Gated International Stadium. The problem is with that is that they close early on a night time and the offices are closed, so it'll cost to use them function rooms. So it wouldn't work out. Wow, Mickey's went posh. He has. He has.
I know, but I got an itch on my back, and I'm reaching on me back like that. I look like friggin' Baloo trying to scratch me back.
Blue.
We have one called the Beetle Hand.
Oh my goodness.
Now, I must admit, I didn't realise until after he died that he had a small hand. Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, Jeremy Beadle, eh?
Yeah, he had one hat. He was some boy. One he could. I know we're digressing. I can remember the one where he had someone working at a blood laboratory, and they were getting toured. It was like the first day, and then someone in the background starts drinking the blood, like in the back. Like,
that's brilliant.
Wow.
Also, did you know at the women's game, all the pies and pastries were half price at the 70 crowd? The crowd was screaming, I'm telling you. So there we go. They reduced the pies at 70 minutes. So if you ever go into the ladies' game, just don't bother going until 70 minutes and get your pie.
You take the gear waiting for 20 minutes and just got in.
Wow.
Hey. Aye, you see the local bakery of van outside pulling up at 69 minutes.
Well, yeah.
Well, as I say, big thank you to everyone that's joined us tonight. As I say, it's nice
and
to have
a bit positive and a bit upbeat as well.
Nice to have the full trio here tonight.
Yeah.
As I say,
we got train issues last week. So.
Game tomorrow. It should be, let's get behind the lads. Really get behind them.
Yeah. To the crowd, all the singers. Let's get behind the lads, please.
Yeah. Yeah, we need it, don't we? We need to pull it together.
They need backing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm too out to be stand up on the clothesline. I'll be like the grandfather up there.
Yeah. I mean, look, we might get the shock of our lives that we win tomorrow against Halifax, break this hoodoo, but nothing will beat the shock.
And the podcast on Monday because we're all on a heart attack.
Yeah, that Mickey has went posh. That is the real breaking news of the week. Mickey's went posh. He's went from
I'll never be posh.
Behind the scenes, he's went from Paddy's to Heinz sauce. He's went from I'm trying to think where else he went from. He's went from Daz to Ariel. He's really upped his game behind the scenes.
No, I use bold, mate. I'm sorry, I only use bold.
He's went from elbow grease to fairy liquid. He's
little to weight loss. I mean, God, no stopping him.
Yeah. All right. Time to start trusting the process again. It is. And thank you for your message there. Sean's put thank you for this week. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. Thank you for your messages. And we'll be back possibly on Monday. And let's get behind the lads tomorrow. And hopefully we can come out this time next week with a few more points than what we've got now. Bye, everyone.
Lovely. Take care, everyone.